Well, hello, and welcome to the 365-day gaming challenge. This is the challenge where I play an unplayed game for my pile of shame every day. And today is day 308, and we are looking at Football Manager 2022 on the PC, because it is still 2022. And even though version 2023 is released in a couple of days' time, I do believe, I don't have that version, so I'm playing this one. And it is on my pile of shame. Now, I have to state for the record that I am not the biggest fan of football. I don't really know how to play this game, but that's not really the point of these streams. These are my first impression videos of games that are on my pile of shame, and this is indeed on my pile of shame. Now, even though I am not a massive football fan, one of my first introductions to computer programming was Football Manager on the ZX Spectrum. And I broke into the code of that game and changed things about it so I could win, because winning's good. I had all the monies. So that is why I'm looking at this, really, because you never know. I might find it fun, I might not. We don't have any music or sound with this game so far, but we'll see if that changes once we have entered in our personal info. There's our manager. He is a wall child, by the looks of things. He looks very frightened. He looks like he's either crapped his pants or is about to crap his pants. And now he's just put his hands behind his back to hold in the stink nuggets. Oh, I guess they fell out. So, here is Footy McFud. He is male. He is English. His place of birth... Oh. Ipswich, I think. Have we got Ipswich in there? Ipswich, yes. So he's coming from Ipswich. I've been to Ipswich. I probably won't go to Ipswich again. His date of birth is the 1st of April 1962. Yes. He's a 60s child. And an April Fool. Teach me about key management concepts. Yeah, we shall leave that on. His favourite team is going to be a European team. And come on. And I think that he is going to be an English team. He's going to be in the Vanarama Nationals, and it is going to be Torquay. Yeah, he's a Torquay fan, or Notts County, or Grimsby. Actually, let's make... Yes. I could go for Bromley. No, Grimsby it is. We are a Grimsby fan. Yes. So, he is going to be... He's going to be a shorty. He's only going to be 165 centimetres, because that is just the way it is. Now, what's that in feet and inches? 5'5", is it? Yeah. And let's have a look. Come on. Oh, he's definitely eating all the pies there. No. He's a fella who's keeping trim, so that's okay. I don't like his eyebrows. They're going to have to change. Oh, God, that is frightening. You wouldn't want to meet that fellow in an alleyway, would you? Especially on a full moon. Does he definitely change? Did I just see his eye go really weird then as well when he blinked? God, blimey, what's going on with his eyelashes? Hairstyle. Yeah, I think we're going to go purple. Okay, yeah, that's definitely the style that we want. Makes him more noticeable when he's on this side of the pitch shouting instructions to his team. Facial structure. One of surprise. Yeah. Facial hair. Yeah, that's the one. And that is also going to be of a similar purple. Okay. Eye colour is going to be... Oh, we don't have custom colours. All right. I shall go for that. And glasses. Yeah. Good. Attire. Jacket. Well, he's obviously going to have a purple jacket. Excellent. Tie. It's going to be orange. Shoes. He's going to have white shoes. Excellent. That is perfect. Preferences. So, full screen mode. English. Advanced. Sounds. We've got sounds. We have match sounds. We're going to increase that. Yes, okay. Now we can actually see the text a little bit easier. Start a new game. We are going to start a career. And we're going to be Grimsby. Quick start. There's definitely not a lot of sound in this game. I mean, sound is obviously working because we were listening to it. But I don't know what's going on with no music. You'd think we'd at least have the match of the day music. But no. No music for you. What's new in Football Manager 2022? Hints and tips. Jumping reaches... Oh. When viewing your tactics screen, you can delete, import, export your tactics by selecting Manage Tactics. That's useful then. It's currently finding the manager targets. We can't get demoted, though. He's 59 years old. Doesn't look it, does he? Especially with that jacket. He has no coaching qualifications. Use profile. Right. So, we have a Continental B license. Suggested badge based on Grimsby. Well, it reckons that we've got all these coaching attributes here. We're at better at attacking attributes and defending attributes, but our goalkeeping stuff is definitely poor. Working with the youngsters. He's motivating. He's adaptable. He's got determination. He's got player knowledge and youngster knowledge. Confirm. Would you like to start playing or add an additional manager? We'll start playing, please. Grimsby Town hire McFud. Grimsby have today confirmed the appointment of Fuddy McFud as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the inexperienced 59-year-old. And he is sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time. That is true. McFud has put pen to paper on a 2-year deal worth 1.1k per week. That doesn't sound particularly high. £4,000 a month. Thereabouts. Yeah. It's only about 54k a year for a manager. That's all right. Next. Lots of text. On behalf of everybody at Grimsby, I would like to formally welcome you to the club. Please familiarise yourself with the club through our helpful welcome pack. Before we move on to discuss the vision and objectives we will collectively working towards, congratulations and welcome aboard. So, we are at Blundell Park Stadium, which has a capacity of 9,000 people, built in 1899. Yes. We have 60 grand in our transfer budget and a wage budget of 30 grand per week. But we've got below average training facilities, below average youth facilities, and a fairly basic youth recruitment. Grimsby suffered relegation from the Sky Bet League. Sky Bet. Don't be betting on football, please. It's a mugs game. Last 2 seasons, and we'll need to adjust to life in the Panorama National. Relegate. At least we can't go that much further. But we are Grimsby. We have the Sky Bet Championship from 1901, because Sky were around in 1901, selling their satellite televisions. And people were betting with Sky Bet in 1980 as well. It is true. And in 1972, Papa John's and the English 3rd Division North in 1926 and 1956. The club enjoyed probably their best spell of success during the 1930s. Now we're nearly 100 years later. Although now enduring a 23-year barren spell, having not won as competition since 1998, the Mariners still have a history of which they can be justly proud. Grimsby, which is a fishing town, at least it was, used to be very famous for their fish and chips. Won the English 2nd tier in 1901 and 1934 and finished runners-up once. Won the English 3rd tier in 19 26 in 1956 and 1980, and finished runners-up on 2 occasions. Won the English 4th tier for only the first time in 1972, and finished runners-up on 2 occasions. Won the Papa John's Trophy in 1998 and finished runners-up once. So now we know all about Grimsby Town. Coach and staff have put together a brief report on the playing squad, and more in-depth look will be available in a day or two. So we have some loaned players. One from Aston Villa, Carlisle, from Hull, Darlington, and Woking. And oh no, those are we're lending players out to Darlington and Woking and Spennymoor. I think Spennymoor is up north near Durham. Darlington's in the north, Hull's in the north, Carlisle, well, that's way up to the north. Aston Villa is down south. Not quite exactly sure where Woking is. And here's our team, look. We have McCatty, Sosa, Grant, Maguire, Drew, Fox, Clifton, Amos, Waterfall, Pearson, Effett, and McCown. We don't have a top goal scorer because presumably we haven't scored many of those. Captain is Coke. Our key player is McCatty. Our club culture. Developer players using the club's youth system. Play entertaining football. Play attacking football. And play possessional football. We have to work within our wage budget. And end of season, we are expected to reach the national playoffs. Reach the first round of the FA Cup. Reach semi-final of the FA Trophy. It's a favoured rather than a required, so we don't have to do that. These are all desired, preferred, favoured. Remain in the Sky Bet League 2. Oh, okay. So gain automatic promotion to the Sky Bet League 2. And then for the following season, we have to remain in Sky Bet League 2. All right. That is the vision. Here we sent emails of your first few days on the job to help give you a fuller overview of things here. These will also give you a chance to delegate responsibility to other members of staff, or we're going to delegate as much as we possibly can. So we can just enjoy the spoils of being the manager. We don't do any work. That's what we've got subordinates for. It's great to have you here. Here's to a long and successful reign. Shall we schedule a press conference to meet the media? Yeah, all right. Arrange an inter-squad friendly to assess the squad when possible? Yeah. Arrange a meeting with the backroom staff every week. Yeah, we'll do that every fortnight. Don't want too many meetings. Save. All right. Now, this is our inbox. We have 4 emails to read. We are definitely the best looking manager in our league. We've confirmed our appointment. So we've read that one. Here are our players in their last year of contract. And passing on advance warning, these contracts of 28. Contract offered. Contract offered. Apply recommended action to all. All right, that's good. Next unread. Tactics express how you want your team to play. We want to play aggressive football. I think that was one of the things. And possessional. So, various areas around the club's training and recruitment rely on having tactics in place to make important decisions. The relevant departments of the club would like to know how you intended tactics to help them make the decisions going forward. So we will create tactics now. Have mentality and team instructions, formation and player roles. So we want control possession. Yeah, we've chosen that then. Next. So we have midfielders. But if we want to play aggressive football, I think if we want to play aggressive football, then we'll go with a 4-2-3-1 wide. So we've got 4 defenders. We're playing 2 in the midfield, and then we're pushing 4 up front, but 1 deep forward. So I think we'll go with that. Control possession. We want yeah, what like we'll go with balanced tactics. Attacking width, standard. Good. Out of possession, that's fine. So we're going to go with a balanced setup, I think. Can we change this? Oh, come on. Take more risks. Yeah. Team fluidity. Finish. So we're going to go for a balanced in possession transition, out of possession. Good. Right, now can we change this stuff? Yeah. We are going to go for balanced. We can change this now. Out of possession. We're going to use the offside trap. Yeah, why not? And we are using Titan marking. Tackling, stay on feet. Yeah. Good. Let's go to our inbox. Those are looking all right there. Tactic familiarity levels. Yeah. Oh, does he reckon that's awkward? He's not too happy with his position in there. He's all right. So Fett is not that happy with his defensive role, but they'll get better. We'll accept the current vision on that.
I missed something. Can you say it again?
No, you didn't miss anything. Cancel. Fucking thing. Training, right. Grimsby injury update. I'm pleased to announce there are no current problems to report with the Grimsby Town squad. It has a clean bill of health. Well, that's nice. We always like a clean bill of health. On average, I would expect to see around 64 injuries per season. That sounds rather high. Within the first team squad. As the season progresses, I will keep you up to date with how we are doing in comparison with this average as well as the rest of the league. Our head of sports science, Greg Howard, will also keep track of each individual player's injury risk throughout the season and report back regularly to help you reduce the number of injuries we pick up. I will continue to monitor the player's health and fitness and report back regularly. So John Lewis, not related to the shop, has a damaged cruciate ligaments. That sounds painful. We'll get rid of him then. Out on your arse, mate. Continue. I've set up your social feed, which will allow you to follow a range of people, teams, competitions within the football world that you will hopefully be interested in receiving news from and about. Not really. We don't like social media here at Grimsby Town. We are following the World Cup. Why? Because we're never going to make it there. And neither are any of our players. The World Golden Ball, the World Football of the Year, which we're not going to win. The European Football Championship, which we're not going to win. The European Championship qualifying, which we may get into. You never know. The World Golden Glove, the World Player of the Year. The World Keeper of the Year. The English FA Cup. The World Under-21, the Football of the Year. England, Goal 50, England Player of the Year. NXGN, Grimsby Town, and 5 others. I wonder who the 5 others are. That is very mysterious. Next, unread. Due to fixture changes, I've adjusted the training plan for the week starting of the 5th of the 7th, 2021. Please review and feel free to make any changes you deem necessary. I do not deem there to be any changes necessary. Next, unread. In preparation of our fortnightly session, better than weekly sessions, I've gathered the different topics that are going to be raised by the members of staff attending the meeting. By attending the meeting, you'll be presented with a full explanation of the advice offered by those present. I don't want advice. I just want you to do as you're told. I'm the manager. I say what happens around here. By attending the meeting, yeah, we've done that. Should you decide not to attend future meetings, you'll be sent a brief. Oh, I don't even have to attend the meeting. Chris Doig is the assistant manager. Well, he can do everything for me. Ben Davis is the coach. Graham Roger as our chief scout, and Neil Woods is the head of youth division and development. So, bloody hell, that's a big agenda. Suitable captain, player trait alterations, weaker foot training, players to offer professional contract, high potential players. That we'll let the coach talk about, and staffing coaching team vacancies, scouting transfer team vacancies, and medical team vacancies. We'll attend that meeting. So, James McCowan would make a much better captain than Charles Oates, due in part to having been at the club longer. However, worth noting that changing the captaincy can potentially have a negative effect on morale against players. Tread carefully. Move on. I feel John McCarthy's game would improve if he were encouraged to play more killer balls, as it would suit his overall passing game well. All right. I feel Danny Amos's game would improve if we were discouraged from delivering early crosses all the time. It's a waste of his acceleration, one of his real strengths as a player. Accept all suggestions. Weaker foot. So Adam Crooks and Harry Clifton. Yeah, we'll accept that as well. I would recommend offering Lewis Boyd a professional contract, as he has significant long-term potential. Does he? I want to ask another member of staff about that. Ben Davis, tell us. What did he actually... I asked another member of staff. Well, we'll schedule after meeting. High potential players. All right. No staff suggestions on this topic. I think 30-year-old Nathan Buster would be a good choice to add the Gainsbury coaching team. All right, we'll schedule after meeting. And Jamie O'Flynn. Yeah. All right, we'll go with those. And we need a physio, definitely. So we'll schedule that one. End meeting. Good. Next unread. So we're going to offer young Lewis Boyd a contract. All right, so we can have him as a regular starter, as a squad player. Well, let's leave him as a regular starter for now. We'll promise to appoint him as a free kick taker. Oh. Well, he doesn't want to be a free kick taker then. Remove. All right. I'm happy these discussions were conducted in a reasonably quick fashion. I'm happy to sort of the preliminaries. Let's get on to the detailed aspects of our contract. Right. We want to come to agreement with the contract. There has to be an element of give and take. And those on either side of the table, if not happy with the deal won't happen. So always keep that in mind. His wage, his loyalty bonus, agent fee, and contract length. If a player's wage were compatible with his playing time, offering more money. Deal can be sweetened with a bigger signing on or agent fee. 3 commitments affect future budget costs. And then we have bonuses. And then we can see the budget impact. All right, so he doesn't have an agent. I think we'll make it a 2-year contract. But we'll give him £325 a week. No. You get... No. We'll walk away then. Approach the sign. Negotiating contracts with non-playing staff is fairly similar to agreeing contracts with players, but there's some important differences. Contract type, full-time. Job, fitness coach. Interact with the board. Secondary job. Staff roles. Bonuses and clauses. All right. We can only offer him full-time. And he's a fitness coach. Secondary job. A performance analyst. Right, well, in that case, you're going to have less money. Finalised deal. Got him on board for less money than he wanted. That is a win. In my book. Right. All right, we'll finalise that deal. Stuart Vance, who is our fitness coach. Oh, do we need two fitness coaches there? Let's have a look at Josh's contract. Yeah, we'll fine. Physio. Let's have a look at him. So he's full-time. We are going to offer him £400 a week. Promotion? No, we're definitely not going to have that much. Good. A full-time fitness coach. No way that we are giving you 500 quid a week, mate. No. Director of football. We're going to give you 600. Direct, didn't we just... There's definitely no way that we are giving you that. You get £1 per week, mate. Yeah, we're never going to give you £800 a week. Ever. Continue. All right. So... this is our social feed. I don't really care about that. Inbox. This is your squad, the group of players tasked with carrying out your vision on the team's pitch. Take the squad induction now. This is your first team squad. You'll get to learn better as you spend more time in the job, but for now, we'll focus on giving you a better understanding of the role you've taken on. Team selections are naturally going to be a key part of your job. To help plan, you can pencil in players to any position at any time. Your final team will only ever be picked before the match itself. For ease of reference, we often abbreviate key information players there. And that's the names of the players, the important part, I guess. And then their morale and position and condition. And we have lots of info about each and every player at the club. And we can even filter look, isn't that useful? That covers the basics. I recommend you familiarise yourself with the players, particularly their individual profiles. All right, what do we... why is Andy Smith in blue? I have no idea. Can we? We can't do anything with him. But he's fair. He is quite poor. Do we have Why is your morale poor, Mr. James McCoon, if that is your real name? Do we have a substitute goalkeeper? We do. And he is fairly okay. Well, you are going to be goalkeeper. You shouldn't have been such a miserable bugger, should you? McCohen, if that is your real name. I only want happy people. Happy, fairly poor. Midfield attacking. We don't really have any other players that we can substitute. Yeah, I suppose we could substitute him. Well, I prefer to play on the middle there. But he's injured. He's fairly poor as well, though. I think for the moment, we'll go with that. We've got rid of the miserable goalkeeper. Who was our captain? Well, lacking sharpness. That's no good. I want sharp people, please. Alright. Called you out for 3 weeks. Bloody hell, Tristan. What you been doing? You should be warming up before you go out running around on the field. Bloody useless. David, sort him out, mate. Chop his leg off if you need to. And medical centre. Take the medical centre induction now. This is our medical centre. You can analyse the fitness and condition of your players here. Can we do the mental thing? Perhaps we need a mental coach. You can analyse fitness and condition of your players here and find out how long an injured player will be out before returning to train them. It's important to be aware of the risk of injury to your players. We can analyse the potential likelihood of an injury based on a player's condition, training levels, and injury proneness and recent injury history to help remain informed ahead of team selection of matches. So we're not really, that's the overall training workload is unlikely to lead to higher than normal level of injury. So we're not driving them hard, are we? They're not fatigued. They haven't played any matches yet, so they shouldn't be. Below average, low, below average, above average. Low match. Yeah, we need to increase this match sharpness. So will they increase their match sharpness by playing a friendly, do you think? It may well be the case. Yeah. So we've got 2 matches in 7 days. Not that bad. What's the date today? Is that today? We got a match today, have we? We got a friendly today. Continue. Code of conduct. In preparation for the new season, club captain Giles Cake has presented with a potential code of conduct. The team have suggested fixed fines in place of ad hoc disciplinary action, and as such will happily abide by the rules throughout the campaign. You're free to make adjustments to the suggestions below or to opt out of using the code of conduct altogether. You can also ask Chris Doig for his input. Who is Chris Doig? Fines. if you miss training 4 times in a row, you'll be demoted. You'll be demoted. Yeah, I don't. 1 week. I don't really want to fine them for the red card bookings particularly. Confirm. Because sometimes reds are unfair. I've compiled some information on the current crop of players out on loan. That's alright. Next on red. All these emails. I've put together a report on the dynamics within the squad in order to keep you informed of the relationship and overall happiness. Take the squad dynamics induction now. Staying informed about the off-pitch factors in the dressing room will help you maintain good morale. That is important because we've got somebody with poor morales. Next, there's a worrying lack of cohesion among the players. The collective mental state is disappointing. Well, they are Grimsby, and it is pretty grim in Grimsby. This will impact the player position during their matches. Club atmosphere is poor. But we have no unhappy players. But there are no players that we would consider to be very happy. But managerial support is good. We've got a strong influence over our number of players. But here is a social hierarchy. McCowan is a team leader. Then we've got Coke Pearson and John Lewis, not the store. Waterfall and Taylor. Clifton, Fox, Grant, McCatty. I keep on wanting to say McAfee. And Maguire Drew. Other players. Nobody likes yous. Wonder why not. Why don't you fit into a social group? Look, you can make your own social group now. There's 2 of you. I want yous to be in this group. Why can't you join in? Now that you're aware of the dynamics, I'll leave it to you to introduce yourself to your squad and set out your aims for the season. All right, thank you. I know that many of you have not heard of me, so I wanted to personally introduce myself as the new Grimsby manager. I want to bring in quality attack. I think that's enough. Promises for now. Let's discuss our expectations for the season. I want us to aim to get promoted as a champions this season because we're definitely good enough to do that. I want us to aim for a playoff place because we're definitely good enough to do that. No, I want us to aim to get promoted. They're offended. What? How can you be offended that I think you're good enough? Come on now, let's be realistic. You're setting us up to fail. I don't think we're being unrealistic at all. If everyone gives their... We're going to raise our hands. I don't think we're being unrealistic. Pessimistic. That still doesn't seem fair on us. All right, that's fair enough. And that's why we have these meetings. You have a right to an opinion here. I also want us to make it to the FA Cup proper. That sounds good to me. That's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. Pump my fists. I also appreciate your collective support and adherence to the Code of Conduct. Thank you. The Code of Conduct is fine. I don't think it will make much difference. That's a great response. Thank you. Now that we're all on the same page, I expect everyone to accept my disciplinary action that comes their way through the season. So, pleased, satisfied, encouraged. So, see, look, we encouraged him. He's... Coke, is it? Coke. We're going to have to watch this cokey fella, I reckon. Your expectations of the league didn't go down with Coke. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Coke. Well, I'll just have to get used to it. All right, that's fine. Whether you want to prepare your team for the next match to the full potential. Training is key. All right, okay. So we are training that one. Training calendar. Select a schedule. Oh, we can't do that at the moment. Default players take part in the unit that best suits their positions, but you're free to move players between units. Keep track on player performance and training each player is assigned to a training rating between 1 and 10. This rating takes performance over the last 7 days of training into account. You can decide which position each player should train in. Make sure players stay in great condition. Thank you for that. Training. Pre-season preparations. Tactics. Yes. There aren't many journalists here today. However, we've managed to attract national media attention. Let's attend the press conference then. Okay, let's kick this off with the first question from Ethan Curtin, the non-league player. Start at the press conference. What does it mean for you to be given this opportunity? I'm looking forward to the future, and I am determined to make this team realise its potential. You stand here today without as the new Grimsby manager. As a big fan of the club, surely this must be a dream come true. Smile warmly. I'm truly delighted. This is my club and I'll give this job absolutely everything I have. What was it about this job in particular appealed to you? It was the money. I share their ambition, open-armedly, to be the best that they can be, just like the army. Grimsby have been on a general downward curve for a little while now. Can you get things moving in the right direction? Sometimes it just takes one change to spark a turn in fortunes. Do you have a good sense yet of how Grimsby players feel about your appointment? I've already seen a willingness to work and impress, and that's a great start. Are the Grimsby fans important to your long-term plans? No, just give us your money. What are your thoughts about the long-term potential at Grimsby? We'll aim for the stars because I don't know how to do anything other than the very best. What's your approach to the training ground? I don't like yet. We don't want to run them into the ground. How important is you to have players like John, Maguire, Drew to build around? He is my 23-year-old winger, but he hasn't scored any goals. I know he has the potential, and I'll definitely be working to help him reach it. Is Giles Coate going to continue as captain? I haven't made any decisions regarding the captaincy yet. Yeah, take that, Coke. You doing the business in that player meeting. That means you're probably not going to be captain forever. How would you go about improving the Grimsby squad? We'll get rid of Coke. Choose a position. Striker. I think things work best when players feel valued as people as well as footballers. Last season was not one to remember for Grimsby fans. How would you rate your chances of bouncing straight back into the Sky Bet League 2? I'm positive this club. Smiling warmly, I'm positive this club will return at the first time of asking. It's often said that different managers favour different competitions. Will you be concentrated primarily on getting good results in the Vanarama National? We want to do well in the league, of course, that's a given. Thank you, everyone. That's the questions we have time for today. Continue, sorry. No relationship. I think the press conference was just fine. Continue. Fuddy McFud faced the media for the first time as Grimsby boss today, and he attended a press conference and announced his new role. McFud fielded a range of questions such as the new job, and Jordan Maguire drew from the likes of the non-league paper and BBC Radio on the side. Non-league paper chose the main focus point of its comments at journalist Ethan Curtin asking, "What does it mean for you to be given this opportunity?" I've arranged an inter-squad friendly for today. It will take place at Cheapside and will kick off shortly. You have an option of splitting the first team players between the two sides playing against the team mostly formed. The players from the under-23s are picking the two teams from first team. I think we'll do first 11 versus second 11. Confirm. Good. That's good. I'm quite happy with that. We will play our match. Come on, you Grims. Showing Arjun Rickley onto his weak side would limit the threat he possesses. Do it. Dressing room. This is your last chance to let the players know what you expect of them before the match starts. Choosing the right combination of words and using an appropriate gesture can have a big impact on how the players feel at kickoff, so make sure you're confident in your choices. Right, we are going to pump our fists. You can also speak directly with the major position group and give them a more focused instruction. Individuals. Finish. Right, individuals. I want to, where's Cole? Oh, Cole is not here. Right, let us kick off. We do have some sound. Amazing. Come on, Scannell. Cross it in, boy. Oh, they were the opposition. Come on, McAfee. Grimsby are in their groove. It's how to play for a goal kick. We don't seem to have very many people watching us, though, do we? Pretty empty stands. Did we charge for this match? How much were we charging? There's not even anybody in the car park. Free kick given. He was offside. Come on, Tony, you can do better than that. Good boy. Caught the ball. Goal kick. Corner. And half time. Right, well, we want to be a bit more aggressive, I think. Dressing room. Mentality. Positive. We can still win this. Keep working hard and it will come. Instructions. We want to be more expressive. Oh. Let's see, offside. Goal kick. Do it. A whisker away from goal may as well be 20 foot away from goal. Do it. Just pure footballing brilliance. Very attacking. For the last few minutes. Great Scott. Two minutes into injury time. Still no goals. Full time. 0-0. Let's go to the dressing room. Don't worry about the result today. Pre-reason. It's what we have them for. Good. We motivated them. Well, there you go. That has been the 365-day gaming challenge. That has been a game of football. This has been day 308, and we have been looking at Football Manager 2022 on the PC, which, as you can see, was all about football and managing. And we didn't win the game. And there's obviously quite a lot to this. So, yeah, I mean, if you're into football, it's definitely a massively different game from when I last played it, which I think was probably back in the 90s when I was at university, when it was mostly just text driven. I mean, this game has been around for years and years and years. And it's definitely got a reputation as being the de facto football management game. I know there are a few others about, but this is the one that you always see praised as being realistic. I'm sure if you're already into this game, you already played it and know it, but always nice to have a look at something different that you wouldn't normally play. I shall be back again tomorrow with another game for my pile of shame. in the morning this time, as it is the weekend. Until then, I hope you have a pleasant Friday evening and don't get hit by too many fireworks. Until then, have a pleasant day, and I shall see you later.